Section 8-2, Part 3, Finding Rates of Change from Tables. An employee at a candle-making company collected data about the burn time of a new candle. Find the rate of change of the candle's height between hour 1 and hour 4. What does the rate of change mean in this situation? So you see here we have a table. The first column is the hours the candle burns. 0 hours, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then you have the height of the candle in centimeters in the second column. In other words, the beginning height of the candle is 25 centimeters. So when it has burned 0 hours, it is 25 centimeters. After 1 hour of burning, it's 22 centimeters, the height of the candle. After 2 hours, 19 centimeters, 3 hours, 16 centimeters, and 4 hours, 13. Now, the run on a graph is the difference between the input in a table. So the input is your x's. It is the difference of your x values. So we're trying to find the rate of change of the candle's height between hour 1 and hour 4. So here's hour 1 that's been darkened, and here's hour 4 that's been darkened. The y, let's talk about the y. It says the rise of a graph is the difference between the output in a table. So your y's are your output, your x's are your input, and remember, rate of change is known as slope, rise over run. So your output would be the rise, your input would be the run. So the first thing that we're going to need to do to determine the rate of change would be to determine the rise and the run. So the change in time is your input. The change in time is your input. The change in height is your output. Now remember, rate of change is the difference of the outputs divided by the difference of the inputs. So, looking at our table, we are finding the rate of change between hour 1 and hour 4. So let's subtract the y's. Subtracting the y's, you have 22 minus 13. 22 minus 13 over, if I started with 22 here, I'm going to start with 1 here. 1 minus 4. 1 minus 4. Now, I could have also started with 13 minus 22. I could have put 13 minus 22 on top over 4 minus 1. I could have also done it that way. That would be the same thing. Okay? So, we need to subtract these. 22 minus 13 gives you 9. 1 minus 4 is negative 3. When you divide 9 divided by negative 3, you end up with negative 3. Okay? And that's negative 3 over 1. And negative 3 over 1 is negative 3. Let me prove to you that I would get the same answer if I had done it this way. 13 minus 22 is negative 9 divided by 4 minus 1 is 3. You see these are the same. It's just with this one, the negative's in the denominator. With this one, the negative's in the numerator. That's the same fraction. Either way you look at it, 9 divided by 3 is 3, and a negative divided by a positive is a negative. So I'm going to still get negative 3 over 1, which is still negative 3. So the rate of change is negative 3, or negative 3 over 1. This means that the candle's height decreases by 3 centimeters per hour. So I want to write that out for you. That means that the candle's height decreases by 3 centimeters each hour. That's what, by having a rate of change of negative 3 over 1, this says that it is decreasing, the height of the candle is decreasing by 3 centimeters each hour, per hour, for every hour, however you want to say that. So it is decreasing 3 centimeters each hour. That's what the rate of change means in this problem.